we have got here, we've got Rog, Bernie, we've got Tracy and Andrew, we've got Steve, Cynthia, we've got Laura, we've got Jean, we've got Mark, we've got Ian, and we've got Dave.
The winter is when it's all kind of...
Just look at this, look.
That's really rather nice, actually.
That's to smack you with if you get lost.
Well, he's already told me to try and keep me under control, but I don't know whether that's going to work or not. Steve and I finished in Stow on the Wold.
That's it. Yep.
Got it right first time. So Cynthia and I have now finished at the Angel of Knives.
The Knife Angel.
Or the Knife Angel. Similar.
Did it work? I've got no idea. Oh, please tell me that worked. Please, please, please tell me that worked. Oh my word. It should be working. I should be there live with you now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, Jackie. Yeah. Yay! Oh my God! Come next Sunday, I would have forgotten all of it. Yes, I can. Yes, hang on. Let me go. Let me go to live chat. Yes, Lynn, I saw everything. Yes, what you typed. It was. Oh my word. and Lara, who set this all up for me, hasn't even seen it. So, well, not seen it working. See above, it all worked great. Yeah, I could see that, Lynn. Thank you very much. So tell me, is the volume loud enough on the microphone? Is it too loud? Do I need to tweak it down a bit? Let me know, please. I need your feedback. It's very important. Well, at the moment, we've got, hang on, Bob Pate, good evening. The new intro worked, but I couldn't hear. Oh, it's. I can't find you on my laptop. Oh, dear. Well, Lynn could hear it. Bob couldn't. It's perfect. Okay, excellent. So what am I on? Number 35. 35 on the AUK. This is Mike AUK. So, yeah. Desktop audio is 35. I'm assuming that's okay. So that's good. So we're all ready to go for... Perhaps I'll just leave this running until Sunday. Oh, God. I can see it. If once I've got used to it, it's like, as Lara has said to me many times, and she said this evening, it will take time to get used to it. You know, mistakes happen. And the one silly mistake I made, it's on the management bit. I typed in title and what it's about, Kevin's Rambles, and then it was chatting to friends. And there was one bit that says, is this for children or not for children? Well, it's not for children. And as soon as I clicked on it, I could start a broadcast. And that's the only thing I'd forgotten to do. I can hear you okay. That's good, Bob. Why wasn't it working to start off with? Did you have it muted? It's probably the best thing to do is have it muted with me, I'll tell you. But if I can just remember, once I've got these things in my tiny little brain, and it is tiny, I can hear it's okay. Good, thanks, Bob. I'll be okay. This is my computer screen, but it's a new program, which Lara has installed on here, and there's several things I have to do to create a live stream. So it's a question. I'll try and show you this. Just bear with me. I've just got to get my phone unlocked. Lara, bless her. Hang on. Oh no, that's not going to work. How can I do that? I want to make that. I'll turn it around that way. Will that work? Hang on. Yeah. So, when I messaged Lara earlier on that I was going to do a test live, this isn't very straight. So, she sent me. Can you see that? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it or not. That's my checklist. If you can't, I don't know whether you can read that or not. Hang on, let me get around here. There we go. Mute microphone. Blah 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 blah. Yep. So yeah, that's the checklist she sent me earlier on, and I still got it wrong. Only me could do that. So yeah. Let me just try and catch up on these messages. She's done a great job. Yes, Lara's fantastic, Lynn. She really is. I hate trying to remember tech. Yeah, so do I. It looks. Thank you. I just wanted to do something different, Lynn, to what people are doing. Each their own. You know, everybody's entitled to do what they want to do. And Lara has had some experience with social media and all this sort of techie stuff, and she offered to help do this. So it's very, very kind of her, you know. And I know she's had her issues over the last few months, but she's done this for me, bless her, and I really do appreciate it. I just hope it's going to work. As I say, I've got all different things. Bear in mind, I'm back to front to you, so the checklist. My live chat is on my left-hand side, and I've got different things here. I've got scenes, sources, audio mix, mic audio, scene transitions, control, start streaming, stop recording, start recording. I've got a load of stuff here in front of me, which some of it I haven't got to touch, I don't think. But when it comes to, that's typical. Excuse me. I've just been reading your comments. Oh, won't they? They should be now because everybody can see me. Give it another try. Okay. Well, it should be working now, but give it a try. But everybody else seems to be able to hear me now. Ian and Lynn and Bob. Just give it another try, Fiona. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, that was Fiona, bless her. She said she saw it. She saw the intro, but she couldn't hear me, and she was desperate to hear my lovely tones. Oh dear, that's funny. You know, this is exactly what you don't want to happen when I'm doing a proper live on Sunday. Have I missed anything here? Always good to have a checklist. Yeah, it will be. And what I'm gonna do, Lynn, is once I know, yay, well done, Fiona. And when I know everything's working and I've got everything right, I'm going to get a proper checklist and I'm going to stick it just to that side. No, hang on. Just left-hand side anyway, is my computer. And I'm going to have it big letters, and I'm going to have it printed out and stuck on there. Oh, dear. Oh, gosh. You know what? I don't know why I'm laughing. I should be crying, really. Oh, dear. And if I'd have done that and Andrew was there, he'd have been telling me off, because every time I cough, because I've got this post-nasal drip, if I cough, he's got tinnitus, and it drives him mad. So, yeah. So, look, while there's a few people in, it doesn't tell me how many people are watching. So, I don't know if that's possible for laptop. For Lara to put something on here to tell me how many people are viewing. If Cynthia or anybody else has got a laptop that's got the numbers there, can you tell me? That would be great. So let me I have my laptop at full volume, but I can hardly hear it. Okay, Lynn, you said yours was okay. Perhaps it's fine on my phone. Lynn, are you on a laptop, computer, or iPad, iPod, whatever you call it? Anne Jones, nope, 7. No. Oh, sorry. What? 7 people. That's fine. This is only a test live. That's all it is. So it doesn't matter, because I haven't announced it that I'm doing this tonight to anybody apart from Cynthia and Lara a little bit earlier. I've had to turn the TV volume right up high to hear you, Kevin. Right, I'm going to try something now. I'm going to try doing that. Does that do anything? I've turned the desktop audio up, I think. No, I haven't. I'll turn it down. I can hear you on. Fiona can hear me on her phone. What's Clive's? I just turned the volume on the TV right up to hear you, Kevin. I must remember to turn the volume down after it's finished, so as not to get arrested. I'll switch on my TV and see what happens. As I say, I'm not a techie sort of person, so I've turned this thing. I am still trying to work out what I'm watching. It's me, Ian. It's Kevin. Microphone. Lara said that, and Cynthia said that the microphone level is fine. So, Cynthia, can you tell me if the volume has changed for you to be able to hear me? Mrs. M, hello, Mrs. M. I can hear you on my phone. Thank you very much. It seems strange. It's on TV. It's quiet, but I can hear you. I wonder why it is that people can hear me fine on their phones, but Cynthia said I think Cynthia said her laptop was quiet, and it's quiet on the TVs. I don't know whether can anybody tell me if it's changed since I've altered the desktop audio. I'll probably get a message from Lara in a minute telling me I shouldn't have touched anything. It's louder on my iPad than on TV, but it's still okay. Right, okay. I am going to try something else. I am going to try and turn my microphone up. So just be prepared. So I've turned my microphone up. Does that help anybody at all? And I've turned my desktop audio down. I don't know what I've got my speaker on for. Sounds fine on my tablet. Okay, that's cool. I'll go back to iPad and see what happens. Okay, thank you, Lynn. I don't know why. That's better. But what did I... Oh, Owen. Oh, my mate. Ladies and gentlemen, can I introduce you to a social media friend of mine? Life's a hobby, and that is Owen. Owen, this is a test live for a computer program that was put onto my computer by my good friend Lara, and it will be used properly this coming Sunday. Oh my God. I think I'll pack up and go home. Oh, I am home. Oh dear, this just gets better. That's much better, Kevin. Watching on the Amazon Fire Stick connected to the TV. Okay, so that was my microphone that I turned up. So that's cool. But and all my YouTube friends out there, Lynn and etc., have a look for Life's a Hobby. That is Owen. Please check him out because he puts out some really great stuff. He does some silly things when he's hiking up through these very rocky places and mountains and silly things, and he tries to set fire to forests and woods and things like that. But since I've got connected with Owen, he's very kind. He always comments on my videos, and likewise for me on his when I see his. Now stop. I'm here to watch. Cheers. What is the software program? I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. It's a secret. It's called OBS, but don't tell anybody else I've told you. It's actually a streaming, game streaming thing. So yeah, Lara is a gamer. And she suggested that this would be better for me to use because I can use my intro, which she created. She's also created this. And now, hang on. This could go horribly wrong. Look. All I've got to hope is that when I click that, I'm back. But I won't click the other one because that's the ending. Lynn, thanks very much. Yeah, check Owen out. He's a good lad, and he's a lot younger than me, so he's fit enough to go out into these silly places. You know, I struggled in a little bit of mud last Sunday. But what we should do, we should get Owen over here for one of my Kevin's Rambles walks. What do you reckon that'd be? Do you reckon he'd be up for that? Owen, if you I don't know if you use Facebook, my friend, check me out on Facebook, Kevin's Rambles group. Ask to join and I'll refuse you. No, if you use Facebook, my friend, check it out. We'll let you in, and then you'll be able to keep up to date with everything that we're doing and all my groupies. I mean, all my friends are all my friends are doing. Even all, is this some sort of experiment? Angela, yes it is, and it's just to see if you would check in. Well done. Angela, bless you. On Sunday, you really did have a little bit of, you put up with a brunt of the teasing that was going on, but you took it all in good faith, and you're a real trooper. Thank you, Anna. You were a real trooper, Angela, I'll tell you, especially when you're trying to jump across the Grand Canyon. Oh, dear. Good evening, Marie. You probably just heard me talking about Angela trying to jump across the Grand Canyon. It was, oh my God, it was funny. Oh dear. Your bedroom will start to resemble Houston Mission Control. It will. I can't wait to get back in the other room. Yeah. It's yeah. I've got you know. This was something my kids bought me last December. Oh, hang on. Back that way. back in '53. Look at the hits in I Believe and all that sort of stuff. Look at that. Can you believe that? I know what you're all thinking. 70. He can't be 70. A young man today, actually, young man. When I told him that I was retired and I was 17, I won't use his words, but basically he said, "You are winding me up," and I said, "Unfortunately not." He said, "It must be in the genes." I said, "Well, something is, mate. I don't know what else it can be." Right, let's have a look at these comments. This was supposed to be an experiment, just for 5 or 10 minutes, and look, there's millions of people tuning in. Poor Angela. No, you don't say that, Marie. Poor Angela. You don't want to take pity on her. Let's have a look. I am Ian. What's he done? Have you changed your name by default? I am Ian. Angela, you didn't tell us that. Andrew's plastic bags were funnier. We've seen Andrew's plastic bags before, Marie. But they didn't last long, as long as the ones he brought over this time. Yes, it was a great. It was about 2 foot across and about 2.5 feet deep. Oh my goodness me! Oh gosh! But it was great fun. It was really good fun. Yeah, sensibly cautious. Yeah, and that's Angela for you. Sensibly cautious. But it was great fun. You know, and I really appreciate the people that turned up. It's, you know, the weather we've had has been absolutely atrocious over the last few weeks, months, and it's coming back again. Well, it's been raining here today in Midhurst, and you know, I think the forecast is it's going to get really wet tomorrow and Friday and over the weekend. But you know, we expected it to be muddy, but gosh, it was muddy, and the mud just stuck to you. It was awful. I know I always get covered in mud, but it was up to my knees. I'm glad I had my over trousers on, but the mud was up to my knees. But it was great fun. Everybody was in good spirits, especially after we left the pub. So, but it was great all round. It really was. The church was lovely, and the people there that were still there after the service were very, very welcoming, which was lovely to see. And I think we all thanked that lady for inviting us in. So what's happening? She's littler than you. Well, she's tiny. You know, I'm only short myself. You should try working on it. It's been months now. I'm working in it. Sorry, Ian. Yes, it has been months, mate. And for people like yourself that has to do your job, difficult, very difficult. The vicar's probably still clear. I don't actually, Clive. I don't think we actually dropped that much because it was so sticky. It just stuck to our boots. It was just crazy. I noticed you didn't show off your horse slot. No, that was quite. But those horses were lovely, weren't they? They were really lovely. But when that one actually licked right up my jacket, oh God, yeah. Evening, Andrew. It's a shame you've just come in, mate, because we're just going. I'm only teasing you, mate. This was only an experiment. It's only an experiment. Can anybody update me, please, on how many people are tuning in? Because as I say, I've got no idea. It was, I think, 13 at the last count. Cynthia's abandoned me. She's gone, oh, hello there. Talking to the devil. Straight in there. Well, I hope Cynthia is actually paying attention to this and the fact that she's supposed to be editing some photographs for me. Look, Andrew, it's 14. That's what I'm going with. And 14, for me tonight, is fantastic, as this was just an experiment. I am going for a walk tomorrow in Arundel. Why are you going tomorrow instead of the end of March? That's what you're supposed to be doing, Ian. coming with us at the end of March, whenever it is. You should all have your lists of printed off, stuck up on your wall. Will you see Natasha, Ian? It's down to I'll trust you to come in and spoil it. I don't want your post now. Well, I can't watch this and edit. I thought women were clever. You could have your laptop going, doing one thing, and me on the phone. Simples. I am coming. Yes, I will. Life's a hobby, Kevin. I just worked it out. It would take 4 days and 7 hours to. Do you know, that wouldn't surprise me, Owen, if you actually did that. It really wouldn't. I'll get a knock on my door saying, "Want a message?" Say, "Kevin, can you tell me what your address is? I'm about 100 yards away. Knock, knock, knock. I'm coming in for a cup of tea." Oh dear. Oh, it'd be brilliant if you could at some time, if you're ever over this way and you wanted to join us on a walk, you'd be very, very welcome, my friend. It's the last Sunday of every month, unless it's like with Easter. We're bringing it forward a week. So you'd be very welcome indeed. You can sleep in my summer house. Probably actually just stick a tent up on my lawn. That'd be all right. What's Marie saying? I was just called to the kitchen to help with my cooking. I hope I didn't miss it. Nothing. No, nothing. You didn't miss anything about us going for another walk in about 3 weeks' time. I went to New Zealand yesterday in Wiltshire. That takes some doing. My pick's in 7 upstairs. If my husband went, I'll do it. Okay. Mrs. M, I live in Berkshire, and there are some lovely walks along the river. Our 7-year-old walks to Henley in the summer and takes it nearly 2 hours. He loves it, and the expensive pubs and ship. Mrs. M, Shiplake. Now then, I actually mentioned this to Marie on Sunday. I did some work in Shiplake some years ago in a house right alongside the Thames. And I think the gentleman was Austrian. Mr. Ernst Schwarzenbach or something. He owns 2 houses there, or used to. One for himself and his family, when he's allowed in the country. And the other one was the house next door. He had his polo team living in there. But I understand he owns the whole of Shiplake. But as I say, that was many years ago, when I was a young man. So yeah. So you live in Berkshire, and it walks. How long will it take to get to Berkshire from here? That'd be an idea to come up that way and do a walk. And what else am I missing? I would love to move to New Zealand. My son was there last year. I think it was last year for 3 months. Absolutely loved it. Have a nice time. Yeah, bye, Ian. But she sounds. Lynn, I will see tomorrow. But she sounds better, bless her. Does she? Oh, she's been poorly. It's the way it rocks. The houses are unreal. Tell me about it. Absolutely unreal. I couldn't believe that this house we were working in was absolutely. This guy or this family, they had Persian rug, a massive Persian rug, put in their entrance hall. And I said to the interior designer, "Why is that bit over there that strange colour?" She said, "It's been bleached by the sun. And from where it was before." And this rug was in excess of £30,000. £30,000. And they had a very similar one, which was called a runner, which went down the hallway. £17,000. Unbelievable. Are you off work this week? A bit personal, Angela. Oh dear. For me, it takes around 50 minutes to get to Berkshire from Fareham. I didn't invite you, Andrew. I just said I wonder if it'd be worth a walk for me, not you. Anyway, you've got to stay away from that River Thames, because if you fell in that, mate, you'd be floating all the way down past wherever it is they go to. Bloody hell, that's a lot of rugby. Yeah, it is. Absolutely, it is. But then again, these people had the money. The gentleman, he's allowed in the country for 90 days a year or something because of tax. And I believe what he does is he just moves his money around the world. I saw photographs, big photographs in frames of all the properties he owns around the world. It is staggering. It's absolutely staggering. He's got a huge apartment that overlooks Sydney, or he's across from Sydney Opera House. That'll give you an idea of the sort of money he's got. Massive, great big farm in the outback, where there's thousands and thousands of sheep. But yeah, I've been outside Friar Park where George Harrison used to live. Okay. It's no good asking him for an interview then, is it? I have railway track in my garden. Fiona, when we came down to your place, you didn't offer us a ride on it. Bob Pape, I'm early retired, Angela. You've retired, Bob, have you? Right, okay. The man with the railway track in his garden. Wow. Unbelievable. It is absolutely unbelievable. The numbers are going up. 16, look out. What else we got here? Walked past Friar Park last year. Who else lives there? Anybody else? Or is it just a park? Angela's envious of Bob because he's retired. Actually, Bob, I need to have a chat with you at some point if I can on Messenger. So it's something that we spoke about last year. That got to have a trip down that way and try and meet up with you on a Sunday if we can. Ian's saying to Fiona, I have been working in a garden today with a railway track. I bet you loaded up all the wagons, didn't you? Mrs. M, I played with a railway track today at my work with the kids. Mrs. M, what do you do for a living? Are you a teacher? With those glasses in that picture, I would say you were one of those, like the teachers we used to get back when I was a kid. So yeah. Is near Lower Assendon. Assendon? There is a video, or whenever someone puts a comment up, there's a heart that's right in the way of the end bit. I can't see what it says. Do you know the gauge of it? No. I am a preschool teacher. Oh, okay. May I ask how long you've been doing that, Mrs. M? Early years. I'm still in then. I'm still in my early years, Mrs. M. I really, and I don't think I'll ever get out of them. Cynthia and I went to school together, and she'll probably tell you that that's been my problem all over those years, early years. I'll tell a little story. There was 2 playgrounds in our school. It's now called MRC, but it was comprehensive and grammar school. And Cynthia was in the upper classes, and I was in the lower classes. And there was them, and then there was us. So there was thems up there that were posh and clever, and there was us early years that have stayed there all these years. I've been looking after children for, that's remarkable. I think people like you deserve a medal. Because some of the kids can, I better, don't say anything. Mine is 16. Okay. That heart is really annoying. Yeah, no one seems to know how to get rid of it. I certainly can't, because this is all right. If it would make a good ramble for you, Kevin, I have never been inside Grays Court. Oh, okay. And you're on about this park, Marie. Thank you, Simon Bright also. Well, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say what lovely, sweet children they all are. Hello, John. Everybody gets old, but no, not everyone grows up. That's me. That is me. John, when did you join? I'm sorry if I missed you. Well, this is just ridiculous. I came in for a 5-minute test. I'm still going. Oh, dear, this is ridiculous. Little cherubs, Kevin. Yeah, as my dad would say. Lovely little children. Lovely. But, Mrs. M, I don't know. My daughter is a support member of staff in MRC. And she's obviously she's not allowed to tell me the names of the children, but she was saying how many children in her school are having problems with school anxieties and things like that. Good evening, Ernie. How's you? Oh, well, I'm not too bad, my friend. How are you? 20. Oh, look, the numbers are going up and up and up. What's it going to be like on Sunday? I hope you're all going to tune in. I'll probably end up with about 10. Yeah, so Mrs. M, my daughter tells me the numbers are incredible of children suffering with problems with school and anxieties and things like that. In fact, one of my cousin's granddaughters is suffering quite badly. It's really sad. Fiona's saying, no, mine is small to sit on. Now steady on. What's going on here? But I also have a large diesel loco. Oh dear. You don't need to do a live on Sunday now, Kevin. Just get it. Oh, thanks, Lynn. Oh dear. I just, sometimes I find it difficult to express to people how much I appreciate the support that they've given me since I started doing, excuse me, since I started doing my videos on the Kevin's what's it called? Kevin's Rambles YouTube channel, the Facebook group. It is fantastic, and I really do appreciate everybody's support. You're very, very kind to this old fella. Mrs. M, the work is hard, mega hard, but I do it for the children. So much anxiety. They are so look. There's certain people. John F, my daughter is head teacher, and it's a problem. Yeah. When I don't know, when I was a kid, this sort of thing was never talked about. Whether it was swept under the carpet or not, I don't know. If certainly if my brother and I had any issues with school, we just got clipped in the ear and said, you're going to school anyway. And it never did me any harm. He says with a smiling face, but it's there across social media, it's in the news, and we've now got to support these children and that in this sort of thing to try and get them through to their adult years, and just hope that that things can improve for them. It's an awful thing. Let me try and catch up with some of these comments. My dad used to say cheeky kids, so I used to say, well, you shouldn't. I've had them. Yeah, good one. Ian said, Fiona, I would like to see that. What, the little one she sits on, or the diesel one? It's because you are so popular. Oh, thank you, Lynn. You're very kind. I've always said to you, you're one of my favourites. High expectations of children, and yes, there is huge amount, and that's the problem I've got, Mrs. M, with all the people that follow me. Their expectations of me it's a very big weight on my shoulders. Oh my God. Is Mrs. M referring to Fawley Hill billionaire McAlpine's own full-size train set? Who knows? Not sure this house is in Shipley. Right, okay. Oh dear. I just, yeah. Anyway, if I had a cup of tea here or something, I would say cheers to you, but I haven't, so I can't. Maria's saying, I think walking is great for mental health. Have you been watching the new series of Bill Bailey doing walks with the celebs and talking about their mental health? No, I haven't seen that actually. Good evening, Tracy. Thanks for joining us when we're just about to pack up. I said that when Andrew joined. What have I got up here? No, I haven't, Maria. I haven't seen that, but I will have to and see what it comes up. Lynn, Kevin is now popular with my Ukraine friend now. She couldn't believe he is 70, bless her. She knows. Yeah. She probably does, actually. Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah. Which one? The dark-haired one or the blonde-haired one, Ian? That's what I want to know. Mrs. M, I came across your channel by looking for walks on YouTube, and the first one I watched was you with Miss... Oh, yes, my friend Hugh. Yes, that... Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. M. Hugh was absolutely brilliant. He was so friendly. He didn't restrict me to any time at all. In fact, when the walk was finished, there was, as you saw in the video, the pond, and he asked me what the structure was across the pond, and he said, let's have a walk around there. And I said, well, I didn't know how much time you were going to allow for this. He said, you've got the time, all the time you need. Let's go and have a look. So he was really, really kind. But I first met him when he was a volunteer at the vaccination centre in Midhurst. I said hello to him a couple of times, and then just took the chance of asking if he would be prepared to do a walk with me where I could video it. And he took his phone out of his pocket and just gave me 2 dates, and I just chose it from there. And he was wonderful. Oh, I've got something to catch up with. Oh, is that right, Ian? Hi, Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Oh, yeah. I do have it all for sale, Ian, as my husband, who it belonged to, passed away last October. I don't know how it runs. I don't. Ian's got a massive garden, Fiona. You get that in there as well. Oh, put it alongside the house around the front. Watching Kevin's rambles is good for the mental health. It makes me realise I'm not this man. That's really good, Clive. I like that. Bill Bailey did a delightful trip near Flatford Mill in Suffolk with Sir Trevor McDonald. It is on Channel 4. They went to the Button Oyster pub for a drink, which I painted many years ago. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Blonde one is Mum Alania. Louisa is 19 and her daughter. Oh, it must have been Alania then. That's so kind of a humble. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely brilliant. Dean, Mr. Cooper. Good evening, Mr. Cooper, sir. What's it like being a retired gentleman now, looking for another job? Looking nice and warm there, Kevin. You know, it's comfy. Nice and comfy. All the best from me, Fiona and Bradley. Thank you very much. I hope you're all well. So Alania was shot. Oh, young man. Oh, does anybody remember that? Was it Harry Enfield? Young man. Oh, that was brilliant. I have my... Oh, bye-bye, Marie. Thanks very much. My garden is small. Your garden's about the same size as mine, Ian, isn't it? If you put your garden and mine together, we get about a foot square. Yeah. But this, I just can't get over this. This is fantastic. And the one person that I wanted to see, for her to see it all working, was Lara, and she's not here, unless she's hiding in the background. Let me see if she saw it. Oh, if I click on this, something's going to happen. No, she never saw my last message. God. Oh dear. Oh look, it's getting near my bedtime. If there's one way of chilling out, it's just watch me. All I could do is laugh. I just find it so incredible. My garden is small. Yeah, two. Yeah, okay. How many? Dozen sheds? You could put them all one to the other, and you'd have a railway set going through them all. Oh no, perhaps they say that Rich might do that one day. Collect them all up with the railway line from your kitchen, so you don't have to come indoors for a cup of tea. Just send him he'll send you a message. You have to send it on the train all the way down the garden. Mind you, it'd be cold by the time it got to the bottom, wouldn't it? Because it's so far. Ian, you want to see it? You wouldn't believe it. I've never seen so many sheds in one garden before. Well, apart from the garden centre, they used to have about 20,000 of them. Oh dear. Thank you, Angela. I really appreciate that. And it was an experiment. That's all it was. It was just to try and get this operating system, whatever you call it, a program working, so that I will hopefully know what I'm doing on Sunday. I'm going now. Lovely to chat to you all. Night, night. Good night, Mrs. M. Take care and give those children a lovely little... Tell them all about me. Tell them, whatever you do, don't tune in to Kevin Hall on Kevin's Rambles chat. Oh, dear. Brilliant. Oh, that was lovely. Lovely of Mrs. M to join us tonight. And she's from Berkshire. Berkshire. Oi, summer house and cabins. Summer house and cabins. Oh, gosh. I'm not even allowed to call my summer house a summer house. My cousin kept calling it a shed. So what did he do for my 70th birthday? He got a piece of perspex made up with Kevin's shed put on it. So I've had to put it up on there. So it's now Kevin's shed and not Kevin's summer house. Oh, dear. So I suppose you could actually have a postal address to each one of your cabins and your summer house, Lynn, couldn't you? Is Rich out there now? Is he in one of the cabins now? Uncle Kevin is still the captain from Chi Bang Bang. Oh gosh. So that's 20. We've had 20 on here tonight. So I want to see a minimum of 20 on my chat on Sunday. Richard's doghouse, I missed that one. Rich is in the doghouse, do you mean? No, that's a kennel. They have to turf Kai out of there to shove Rich in. Oh dear. Has Mrs. M got a channel? I don't know. I've got no idea. That's something we'll have to look at when we go off air. Let me just have a quick... He's asleep. Oh, the poor fella. Hang on. Let me just go on. Let me just... Bear with. Stay with us. Don't go away. Don't get bored. I'm not going to... I'm off too. Oh, good night, Tracy. Won't be able to make it on Sunday. What? Cheers, Tracy. Tracy, take care. Won't see you on Sunday then. Hang on. Mrs. M. Let's have a look. Mrs. M. Searching. I would say, according to this, no. I might be wrong, but it doesn't look like it. Angela Skelton is 21 now. Happy birthday to you. Stick your head up the flue. Oh, good night, Fiona. Hi, I've got to go now, so good night, everyone. My friends in France ringing. Okay. Good night, Fiona. Take care. See you soon, hopefully. Well, look, it is now 11 minutes past, whatever it is, 21:11. I think as this was an experiment, I haven't got a clue what time this started. Has anybody got any idea what time this all started? Because I haven't got a clue. Not a clue. What? I beg your pardon, Ian. Mum is up north at Baby Murphy's baby shower this weekend. Oh, okay. That's excuse enough. Dean Cooper, I'll be thrown, but what? But that message disappeared. Hello, Iron's had enough. Iron, Owen's had enough. He's going. Look, guys. As this was an experiment, I will end it here now. And it's been running for 50 minutes. That's almost as long as I normally do on a Sunday. And I will end it here now. And I will thank you all very, very much indeed for joining me for this impromptu experiment test of this OSB. And I will say good night to you all, and thanks very much for joining in. I will walk to your house. Look forward to seeing you, Owen. You'll be very, very welcome when you buy me a cup of coffee. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Now, what have I got to do?